Good evening, everyone. I'm Anthony Carter. I hope you all are enjoying your Saturday. Let's take a look at our weather headlines. It's been pretty quiet forecast throughout much of our evening. Mostly cloudy tonight for the coast. We're going to see those lingering marine stratus clouds hanging over the coast, which will produce some fog in the overnight hours going into your Sunday. For the rest of us, we're looking at clear skies really just over the next couple of days. Now, with this new system, we're also expecting cooler temperatures for the coast later this weekend. The coast dealing with an unusual heat wave throughout much of the last couple of days, but that'll start to be a little bit on the cooler side. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s there. I'll get into that in just a bit, but nevertheless, we're just looking at a warm and pretty dry next week. Really just no rain in the forecast. Let's take a look at our almanac. Today's high about 10 degrees warmer compared to the average of 79. Overnight low just about on average there near 47. As we move into the basin, today's high just about there on average near 72, and then the overnight low certainly a little bit warmer compared to the average of 35. Now, looking at our pinpoint forecast, really this forecast has looked much like this really just over the last couple of days. Now, this is just by 1 a.m. You can see those lingering cloud covers. It's moving in from the south. So as you can see, those clouds shifting in from the south, and that's what's going to produce those areas of fog throughout much of our region on Sunday, for the coast on Sunday. So do expect to wake up to some fog there. Now, unfortunately, we're not seeing any rain in the forecast. This is just for the next 7 days. Really everything a less than 10% chance of rain. Certainly we can very much use rain during these times right now. So this is just a good reminder that we are still in fire season. So we're just not out of the woods just yet. So certainly do want to be careful with any new fire starts. Now, how much AC will you need to use tomorrow? Well, really not much until at least going in through much of your afternoon. So in the overnight hours, you can go ahead and open up your window. You can turn on the fan, allow some of those cooler temperatures from the outside just come on in, and you really don't need the AC on until about 2 p.m. Then by then you can kind of cut it on to around about the 70s, and you should feel pretty comfortable. Now, looking at our outdoor foodcast, you plan on getting some brunch tomorrow, looking at some nice temperatures, 76 degrees, nice and sunny, and same situation by your dinner time, except it'll be a little bit warmer, about 12 degrees warmer there. We're looking at 88, about 19% of the relative humidity. Now, tonight for the coast, mostly cloudy or overnight lows remaining in the mid 50s. Temperatures expected to climb up until about the 60s. We're looking at 75 over in North Bend. Expect some fog early, otherwise will be partly cloudy throughout much of your Sunday. As we move a little bit into our west side valleys, our overnight lows kind of similar, except there we're looking in the upper 40s, low 50s. Clear skies otherwise tonight. Temperatures tomorrow, expecting it to be in the mid to upper 80s. Will be nice and sunny as well. Same situation in our east side valleys, clear skies tonight, except our overnight lows were trending a little bit on a colder side, looking at 30s in Shamote, Christmas valleys, and over in the basin and in Lakeview. Same situation in Modoc County. Otherwise, tomorrow temperatures will be nice and sunny, expecting it to climb up into the 70s, looking at 80 over in Klamath Falls. Again, nice and sunny there. Now, taking a look at our 7-day forecast for the Rogue Valley, you can see temperatures remaining pretty consistent in the 80s and our overnight lows in the 50s. But otherwise, we're just looking at sunshine throughout much of next couple of days. In the Klamath Basin, sunshine going through Monday, and then we'll start to see partly cloudy conditions on your Tuesday. Otherwise, temperatures staying in the upper 70s, low 80s. Overnight lows we're in the 30s. In Northern California, sunshine throughout much of this week. Temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 80s. Overnight lows we're in the 40s and in the 50s. And for the coast, partly cloudy throughout much of this week, and then temperatures staying in the upper 60s, low 70s. Overnight lows in the 50s.